Question 59. The domain of the function y of x equals 3 times cosine of 5x minus 4 plus 1 is all real numbers. Which of the following is the range of the function y of x? We need to recognize that the basic function here is y of x equals cosine x. And transformations that are going to affect the range of this basic function are the multiplication by 3 of the entire function and then the addition of a 1 to the entire function. What you need to remember is that your basic cosine graph looks something like this. Okay, and goes forever in either direction with a max at 1 and a minimum at -1. From here, we need to apply those two transformations that will affect the range. All right, so multiplying the entire function by 3 is going to stretch things out vertically by a factor of 3. So I'm going to have to go up to 2 and 3 and down to -2, -3. And now my graph is going to look something, use a different color here, my graph is going to look something like that. Okay, and then, so that was that transformation right there. And now I need to shift the whole thing up by 1 unit to account for the 1 unit that's being added on to the entire function. And that's going to cause a shift like this. So I'm going to shift up to 4. All right, this minimum here is going to end up at -2. This maximum here will shift up to 4. This maximum here will shift up to 4. So my intersections, or my x-intercepts, are still going to be the same. So I want to end up with a graph that looks something like this. Okay, and what we don't need to do is worry about how the coefficient of 5 affects the argument, or how the subtraction of 4 from the argument affects the graph, because anytime we perform an operation onto the argument, or the x term, that's going to cause movement to the left and right. All right, so if we look at our final graph based on just the vertical transformations, we can see that our maximum output value is at 4, and our minimum output value is at -2. And of our options, it looks like D is the one that matches up.